Hey everybody, Doug right here again in DC Worlds Collide with another character spotlight. Today I'm going to talk about the legendary character Lex Luthor. Easily the most obtainable legendary character for any player, especially for free to play. Let's go and see why I'm saying that, and I'm going to break it down. So, if you didn't know, there was a thing called Character Fusion. It used to be in the Mother Box. It has now moved to the Event Center. Maybe you didn't even know that it existed, but it does. So with Character Fusion, you could get these characters such as here, Superboy, by just having enough fragments and ranking up the purple characters here. It used to be you had to rank them up, now you just need the shards to get these characters unlocked for free. And that includes Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor used to require Gorilla Grodd, Green Arrow, Superboy, Kid Flash at rank 6. Once you did that, or was one red star, you'd automatically get Luthor. Now it has changed to you need 40 shards of Firestorm, Two-Face, Green Arrow, and Gorilla Grodd. Then you can unlock Lex Luthor. This means you do not need to rank them up to rank 6. You could theoretically not even unlock 3 of these characters, Gorilla Grodd, Two-Face, and Firestorm. You could buy those shards out of the stores without ever unlocking them, because you don't need to unlock them. The only one you'd have to actually pull for is Green Arrow. To get those extra shards, you can unlock Green Arrow by just simply making a purchase as little as $1 in the game, and you would have him. But then you which would give you the ability then to put him in as your target character, giving a 30% drop rate when you pull an epic. So you could do that and get Lex Luthor fairly easy, and Lex Luthor is pretty good. Lex Luthor is arguably the best tank in the game. You can make the argument that Superman's a better tank. It can go either way. But no matter what, Lex Luthor is much more easily to obtain than Superman, who can only be done by pulls. So let's take a look at Lex Luthor. We'll look over his skill before I start talking about his gear, because his skills determine his gear. So we have here the ultimate activates a defense force field that grants all allies a shield that can absorb damage equal to 16% of max hit points for 2 turns, and it dispels a debuff. I've ranked him up, so now I get an 18% shield absorption, and it dispels 2 debuffs. This is incredibly valuable for getting rid of bleeds, the defense down version, a buff in here, or an offense down version. The burns, the poisons, you name it, it can get rid of the basic debuffs. Will not clear a stun or a silence, though. Those are different. Those are considered control effects. Eventually, when you get him to rank 10, it goes up to 20% shield damage absorption. His basic just pretty much does damage. Once you rank it up, you get a stack of cloak, which blocks the next incoming debuff or control status, meaning it will stop a stun or silence if he has that ability on that buff on him. His advanced or special ability, whatever you want to call it, he rallies allies. Oops, got a stupid notification. He rallies allies together, in which the ally with the highest attack uses a basic attack on an enemy, and he has a 25% chance of calling yet another ally on top of this. Once you rank him up, you get a 30% chance. And the big thing is he grants the allies who answer the rally strong attack or offense up. Strong attack increases attack by 8%, block break by 5%. The more stacks of it, you can stack it up to 15 times. It can get quite powerful. So this is really great for your damage dealers, assuming you're calling another damage dealer. Of course, you're always going to get your strongest one. Eventually, once you get him to rank 9, it increases a 35% chance to call a second ally. Because he is a legendary character, he actually has 2 passives. So when he uses his basic attack, if he doesn't have a shield, he'll get a shield equal to 9% of his max hit points for 2 turns. If he has the shield, he'll invite an ally with the highest attack again to assist him in battle. So he's calling another assist there. And his second passive, whenever allies use a basic attack a total of 4 times, so essentially it should be roughly once a round. He gets to charge up his armor, gaining 10% damage reduction up to a maximum of 40%. So the longer the battle goes, the less damage he's going to take. That's one of the problems. The only one small problem with him is that early on in the battle, he could take too much damage and die. Once you rank it up, you get 12% instead, and then eventually it decreases to just needing 3 attacks to trigger that, making it so that he takes that less damage quicker. As far as gear, you're going to look for a 4-piece heals shield set, because obviously he's doing heals. He's obviously doing shields, I should say. You want to make those shields stronger. And you're going to look for heal shield bonus on your gear. That's the main stat. The other ones would be like hit points, defense, block, stuff like that for tanks. But the heal shield bonus is the main one. You see, that's how I do it. The other 2 pieces could be whatever. Again, looking for like defensive stats, heal shield bonus, as much as you can get. You can see all these, once I upgrade them, will have the heal shield bonus. Oops. Let's go back. Sorry about that misclick. His emblem is an interesting emblem. So the first level increases the shield damage absorption by an additional 2%. So again, second level increases it to 6%, and the final one, while the shield of the skill is active, it increases defense by 50% and crit resist by 20%. Absolutely amazing. Once you get it up there, the other 2s aren't too bad. It's just more stuff. And you can see as well, also when you're going along, you get more damage reduction, more defense bonus, more hit points, and more heal shield crit. Again, just making him even better. He does have a tactical renaissance. During battle, he gives allies an extra 12% damage reduction while their shield is active, so they're absorbing all that damage, plus they're taking less damage, period. Leveling it up eventually gives you an extra permanent 2% damage amplification, making them hit even harder. His links are with Superman, or if you have him on your roster, you get an extra 9% hit points. Black Manta, 6% attack, 3% hit points. Forget the one her name, but Girl Grodd's the other one. 12% defense there. Fairly easy characters to get, and you know what? You already should have Girl Grodd if you got Luthor, because you had to buy the shards, but maybe not nowadays. So with all this said, let's go and take a look at him in battle. He is a very versatile character, has a few different teams and a few different people he can work with. He's pretty much plug and play, honestly. So as we get to start this battle, this is a small punch down essentially. I'm going to be playing it manually. Whether or not you want Luthor to be using his ultimate first or second depends on the match. If it's going to be a longer drawn out, more defensive battle, you want to use his shield first. If not, you could want to blow him up probably with like my Constantine here. Generally, you're going to have Luthor on the right, depending on who you're fighting and their positioning. Because the left tank takes damage from 3 characters, whereas the right tank only takes it from 2. But again, it depends on the positioning. Like, if there's Black Canary over there, you don't want him across from her. Or if they have a major damage dealer who single targets like a Batman, you know, you want to move him around. Luthor works well with a bunch of different characters. I'm using him with Nightwing. Nightwing's another great tank. I'm using my Constantine, Kid Flash to keep the heals, and Raven, just an all-around good character, and insurance policy. I am using the Tactical Renaissance from Luthor. You can see we're taking a bunch of damage right off the bat. So because we want to protect everybody, we want to get those shields up, give them a chance to heal back up, thanks to Kid Flash and whatnot. You can see Luthor does take quite a bit of damage right at the beginning. This is going to be a longer battle. Going to require a little bit more strategy on my part. You see Luthor getting his shield. We're going to clear off those debuffs. This is one I need to play more defensively rather than offensively. But we will get the win here. As you can see, pretty easy. Let's do another one as I advance on. This one's going to be a bit harder. You get a Superman up there. You can do quite a bit of damage, so I want to get those shields out quick. You can see we have debuffs now. I'm actually going to be using Nightwing here just to get hopefully get some relief. Didn't get any. I was kind of hoping for the stun. I'm going to use Luthor again, believe it or not, just to clear off some of those debuffs. Now we can finally do some offense. Superman's gotten his immunity. Heal up here. And we got through that no problem as well. So here's another team that works well with Luthor. Another tank actually is Grodd. Because of the debuffs he pushed out, he knocks back turn meter, and Jessica Cruz works incredibly well with Luthor. You could actually put her on a shield team with Luthor, because if you time it right and do the combo right, you'll do some big damage for Cruz, because she gets a buff based on giving out shields. I'm not sure if my Grodd's big enough for this, but I'm going to give it a try, so we can see how it all works together. I don't want to use Luthor right off the bat here. I need to save the energy for him so that I have 6 energy for both him and Jessica to hit their ultimates at the same time. I already have 5, so I'm going to have to heal up. This is a little bit harder for team to punch up with, but it's taking a whole lot of damage. So as soon as we do this, we want to hit Jessica as well. This is just a great combo. Bunch of damage. Because Grodd gives out those debuffs, knocks back turn meter. Even when he gets hit, makes him a good pairing with Luthor. And there you go. That was a bit of a punch up there. We got through. So I hope this video has been helpful and informative and gives you an idea of how to not only obtain Lex Luthor, but how to play Lex Luthor and gear him correctly. Until next time, everybody.